What's up, guys? Welcome back to Channel 4. Another reaction. We got a new one for you today, ladies and gentlemen. But also we have some familiar faces. Today we're taking a look at someone called Bilmuri. I'm not too familiar with him as a, musician, as a, a band per se. So I don't know if he has his own band. I don't even know what kind of music this guy creates, rather. But we do have some familiar faces. We have Jeremy from A Day to Remember, my personally favorite band, like you guys probably already know at this point. But so when I saw him on this track, I gotta react to it, man, because A Day to Remember, as you may know, is probably released their big ol' album Volume 1 last year. Was definitely a hit, was definitely a banger, was definitely missing that energy, was missing that grit, that intensity that that I've been missing from them as a band in general. So I'm super glad they came out with that album. Definitely was not disappointed with that. But they're gearing up for the big old album Volume 2, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm also super excited to check out for you guys. Hopefully we get it this year. Hopefully it comes out over the summer, maybe into the fall season or so like that. I know they're still working on it. I know they're still coming out with little tweaks here and there with that track. They're not gonna rush it out because they want to make it stand out compared to the first one, which I understand, which I get that, because you don't want to rush out all these albums, especially after waiting out such a long time for these guys to create some new music. So I'm super excited for that. But when I saw him featuring on this track, I was super hooked. I definitely had to check this one out. So if I like this one, I might have to check out Bilmuri. I don't know if he's like a punk singer. I don't know if he's like kind of like alternative or like maybe country singer, even if that. So I could be completely wrong. So if you guys know, be sure to let me know down in the comments as well. And if there's a similar one sound like this, I'm gonna have to check that one out for you guys as well. But yeah, I believe this is the song that it's been making the headlines over the past couple of months or so. With him being in the studio with Jeremy, they've been working on some news like stuff in there, as well as other famous musicians from other bands coming in. I think Noah came in as well from Bad Omens. They came in and he helped working on this song, I think, as well as amongst others, I believe. So this might be a feature song for the ages. I don't know if Noah's gonna come in and do some screams, do some clean singing on this one as well. All I know is I know he helped write it or helped work on it, I guess. So maybe they were just all in the same town, or rather they all just started to meet up and hey, come on right over here, we're writing this track, maybe we can come and listen, come help us, write some little pieces here and there. So I don't know if he's gonna feature on this one, but A Day to Remember is definitely in it, so I'm super excited to check out this one for you guys nonetheless. But before you start, be sure to go and appreciate it, and to really help me out. And if you like A Day to Remember as well as Bilmuri, be sure if you like on this video as well. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, checking out some awesome music. We're just getting started on these heavy bangers, ladies and gentlemen. No time wasting, let's get right into it. This is Bilmuri's newest release track titled Always Let You Down, featuring Day to Remember.
Welcome back to the BBL Bilmuri Battle League. We are live in John's backyard for the championship.
Welcome back to the BBL
games.
games.
A smell here in the air tonight, and I think it is John's butt crack. Coming in from a terrible loss at the Ohio Corn Cob Deep Throating Contest. We got John from Ohio. 5'3", weighing
I should have known it was going to be
pounds.
one of these kind of videos.
No human has touched that crack in years. Anyways, introducing our returning champion, Jeremy from California. 10-time champion.
Let's go, Jeremy!
Handsome, huge balls, tall as shit. I don't think John has a chance.
Let's get it. Little backyard wrestling vibes. We can get behind that. Just a group of guys just having a great time.
Hey, why do you keep doing this shit, man? I don't know.
Cause it's fun, man.
I just love it.
Who likes some backyard vibes? Like backyard medieval times. Let's get it, Jimmy. Bring me in. Oh, that's my boy Bill? Okay. A little bit higher than I thought.
All those years you waited, I wasted. I don't wanna be the bad guy no more. Say it, you hate it. I don't wanna be the one you stay for. Tell me you don't want me around.
Jeremy likes this track. Let's go, boys. Who's gonna win, ladies and gentlemen? Place your bets. I'm voting for Jeremy on this one. Yeah, very more poppy than what I was expecting, though. Let's go, Jeremy. Round 2. Can't tap out now. Go, beat his ass. Here we go. Definitely have that feel-good vibe song, though. Definitely be a crowd pleaser at a festival. Oh, boys, we're breaking down? Oh, Jeremy's pissed! Oh, he ain't going down easy! Oh, we're bringing WWE in it! Oh, man, boys, what happened? Boys, there's no time for breaks now. We're in the middle of a breakdown? Like, come on. Come on, boys. I was starting to get into it.
I can't get it to my mouth.
All right, boys, you can have your beer break.
Thursday. For sure.
And there you have it. An outcome
Wait a
that everybody
minute.
knew was gonna happen. Jeremy reigns
Wait, that's how it
supreme
ends?
and handsome as always.
What?
And little piss boy John pissed himself extra hard tonight
I'm
in front of
confused.
a wonderful crowd. How do you think it went tonight, Gabby?
I mean, I think the fight was all right, but what about the song, guys? What happened there?
Anything from you, Will?
Why did we just end it off like that?
We'll just get so damn emotional at these things. So join us next week.
I'm getting emotional
in
too, because I
Jimmy's
feel like I got
backyard for
robbed
BBL.
here.
And check out Cryptid Hunters, link below.
I got blue balled. What happened
Wait, what
there?
is that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, hold up. Hold up, guys. We got to talk about that. We have to talk about that. You can't do that. You can't do that to a man. Because for a fan of you guys that especially loves your, hard-hitting, beat-down, heavy-style breakdowns you guys are doing now, you can't just blue ball me like that. Like, what was that? What was that? We were building up to an intense, heavy... We were building it up into those classic, triplet, breakdown-style riffs you guys always do. But you guys, barely played it off. You guys played it off like it was nothing. You guys didn't even get me to go enjoy it. You guys didn't even let me understand what was going to come next from you guys in this track, man. Because at the beginning, I was into it, though. I like the voices. I like, Bill's voice a lot higher than what I was expecting. I was expecting him to have, like, a little bit of a lower, country, more raspiness style voice to him. But he's got that, high, punk style voice to him, which I can get behind. So I can definitely see myself checking out some of his own music and stuff like that. But when Jeremy coming in, I feel like he steals the show with his vocals, man. 'Cause he's just so upfront with it, especially with his growls, with the, the clarity in his screams and his growls that he does, man. It just amplifies, every single track that he's on, man. I just love that. As well as his, clean singing. It definitely has that, iconic, southern twang in his voice, if you know what I'm saying, unique vocal style to him. But what was that breakdown, boys? What was that, disappointing build-up, guys? Like, what happened? What happened? You guys can't, all come together and create this, masterfully put track, especially if you had Noah in the gang coming in, helping with this track. It felt like the breakdown didn't even last like 10 seconds. It felt like it was like very short, just cut off abruptly. I mean, like, what happened? We didn't even, transition into like the break. We didn't even transition into like another chorus, I felt like they could have went one time around yet again with that, man. Just, I don't know, man. What was that? What was that, man? I don't know. If you guys, be sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments, man. Because let me just say, I'm definitely disappointed at the end of the track there. But it's very punk heavy. It's very, bringing like, southern, summer vibes. Kind of, when you're outside. When you're at a, vacation. When you're just outside at the beach. When you're outside, just, hanging out with a bunch of friends. You can definitely see this one being a crowd pleaser for that. But on the backyard shenanigans type of things, I thought we were gonna go into some like, backyard wrestling. From the from back in the day. It turned out to be a whole nother form of media. We got backyard medieval times action in here, man. I don't think I've ever seen that before, so that could definitely be an interesting, show to watch, I would say. But kind of dangerous though, so those people, in the crowd might be just watch out. A sword might be go flying into the stands, so you better be careful on that sort of thing. But very cool, fun, and interesting video. I don't think I've seen anything like that before. All I can say is, if you live next to this, house that they filmed at, let me just say you guys definitely enjoyed your own concert for the night. Because for some of those neighbors back there, you could definitely peek over the fence and see what kind of, film and production is going on in the background there. You guys got to witness the first medieval backyard show, I would say. So I'm definitely jealous for you guys on that. But I don't know. They probably don't even know who these guys were. They probably don't even know, like, what celebrities that were in their backyard. So, like I said, overall song, definitely catchy, definitely crowd pleaser, definitely catchy on the chorus side of things as well. Very easy to understand, very easy to sing along with as well. But that breakdown, though, man. That breakdown, man, it's just, I hate when they do that, because I just get so amped up, I just get so excited to, get into the heavy parts, get into the chugs, get into the riffs, but they just, let me down, just out of nowhere, man. I hate that. I hate, guys, what are you doing? Why do you do this to a boy? Why do you guys do this to me, man? I love you guys. Yeah, I love you when you guys get heavy, but you guys don't do it. You don't do it, though, enough. Why? Why don't you guys do it, man? I just get so disappointed, but like I said, some of those tracks on that big old album are definitely heavy bangers, definitely do not disappoint me yet again. They actually play out the breakdowns, unlike this one here, so hopefully they don't do that on this next upcoming album. Then I definitely would be disappointed. But like I said, Jimmy and the boys definitely know what they're doing. They definitely have that iconic sound to them as well. They're kind of going with this hard rocky, mixed with, metal still in the background of the vocals, but, but they're mostly doing this like hard rock, kind of like alternative sound that they're doing now. But they still do the heavy. I just wish they did it a little bit more, in my opinion. But, it is what it is. Bilmuri, like the guy's voice, like I said, very interesting. Was not expecting that. So if you guys have any more Bilmuri songs, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'm going to have to check those for you guys out as well. But yeah, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here, because going through every single banger channel, just when you want my talk on a single one, guarantee that. And I'll see you guys the next one.